going on, everybody? Timothy Yzaguirre here, creator of Strings. This is not about strings, though. This is about a much different story. This is for my next book that's getting ready to come out. It is called Sperm Wars. I have been hyping this thing for some time now. It's been in the works. It's actually been a dream book for me for 25 years almost. It actually started back in 2001. I joined the U.S. Army in 2000, got out, and my first duty station, I loved to draw at the time. Drew a lot more back then than I do now. But I started goofing around and drawing characters as sperm. Not just made up characters, but also, famous people that I served in the military with. Just drew them as sperm. And with all the same purpose, with all the same goal, to be the one sperm that fertilizes the egg. That's honestly all a sperm is for, right? Is to reproduce and become and populate the world. But so I started doing this, and people started catching on and seeing it, and they thought it was hilarious. Everyone thought, man, this could be so much more than just a little doodle in my sketchbook. They saw potential for, at the time Adult Swim it was about the biggest thing out there for more mature content, cartoon type things. So I never thought nothing of it. I was just doing it for fun. So then I didn't do anything with it. Set on that same drawing, which we could put up I still have the original drawing for the creation of Sperm Wars. Then I joined the police department in 2010, and at this time I started getting back into drawing, having fun at Police Academy. Good group of guys. We got along really well, so I started drawing all of them as sperm. It got brought up again, so I drew them as sperm. They got a kick out of it. Once again, the thought of it being more than just a doodle in my sketchbook became like, man, this should be something more. Now we have Netflix and all these other streaming services that are doing more mature content, cartoons and stuff like that. But with that, I want to say, me in general, because I don't see this as a mature content cartoon outside of the fact that it has sperm in the title, and the characters are sperm. This is a more lighthearted, fun tale. It is. I don't curse in my everyday talk, so there's not going to be language. There's no nudity, because honestly, the thought of sperm doing anything and reproducing more sperm, I guess, would be kind of weird. I mean, so there's no nudity or anything like that. This is the after porn, if you want to call it that, So the prequel to Sperm Wars would be the really mature content story. So Sperm Wars is like I said, the ultimate goal for a sperm is to be the one that gets the egg and fertilizes it and becomes a human being and populates the world. So in this tale, we have a group of other sperm that come together to they're selfless. They want to help support the main character to get to the ultimate goal and become the one. Obviously there's some obstacles along the way, and there's other sperm that aren't in this group that want to be the sperm as well. So we're gonna have other obstacles along the way. It's not gonna just be like, hey, you're the one, we're gonna get you there, and then that's it. So the way I look at it and the way I've been explaining it to people is it's kind of a parody of Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge movie fan. Used to watch a lot more of them than I do now, but I love all that fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, the Star Wars saga, a lot of different genres as well. So there's a lot of plays on movies, a lot of puns, parody of characters. Starting with our main, the first person you see in the book, who's the narrator, who's like reading the tale to everybody. So the narrator is Morgan Seaman, which is a play on obviously Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman being one of the most iconic voices in the movies. has narrated several movies. You can picture his voice in your head when someone says, you know, something about the way he talks. You're like, yeah, I can see that. You know, I can't talk like him, but I hear him in my head when he's talking. So who better to narrate than the sperm version of Morgan Freeman? And so we got Morgan Seaman. There's also a lot of other characters that obviously Gandalf's sperm is the main sperm that's going to put together this team. And instead of the Fellowship of the Ring that we had in Lord of the Rings, obviously that's been taken, we are doing the fertilization ship of the egg, which is the group of friends or the team that's going to help our main character Spitz, which is our main guy, become the Frodo of the story. So we also have lots of, it's not, the focus isn't just on the main story going on. If you look in the background of every page of Sperm Wars, there could be stuff going on. There's going to be word bubbles out in the distance that of little puns or parodies or other movies or other things happening that are stupid and silly and fun. So a lot of this stuff is going to be because I've seen a ton of movies in my lifetime, and there's so many things that are remembered, you know, different quotes, different moments in movies and shows, and that's what I wanted. I wanted those moments and those quotes and stuff to appeal to everyone, to you'd be like, oh man, I know what that's from, or oh, I know where they're going with that, or, you know, like there's been other movies like that. So, I mean, take like Shrek. How many people, like kids, they missed a lot of things watching like movies like Shrek and stuff like that. So, you know, like us as adults, we saw it and thought things were funny, and the kids were like, you know, they didn't get it, you know. So that's kind of where I wanted to go with that. There's some more. The main story is going to be more lighthearted and fun, but there's going to be a lot of stuff for everyone in the background that will be funny and stuff as well. So there's a lot of characters in this book, lots of characters. So I was doing a contest in the Izzy's Comics and Collectibles Facebook group, and I wanted everyone to give me an example of a character they thought would be cool to be in the book. And there were so many great entries. I couldn't pick. I mean, I was just like, there's too many good ones. So what I did was I asked the artist, I was like, let's do like a Where's Waldo-esque type 2-page spread that has all these characters, and we ended up going with a prison scene, which was her idea. She asked me if a prison scene or a beach scene or something like that, and we went with the prison scene. And so it's all these different characters. Everyone's entries have been put on these 2 pages, and so we're gonna take those 2 pages and turn them into a print. The prints are gonna go free to the people that participated in the contest, and they will be available during the campaign as a giveaway or as an add-on. So there's a lot of characters there's gonna be a lot of background characters. Then there's also a lot of your main characters that you'll see the play on the names. You'll see a lot of the silliness and stuff like that. Another thing I like to emphasize on is the story itself is, like I said, is very lighthearted. It's a very big story that has a lot more potential than just this one little book, this one story that we're doing. So if we're successfully funded on Kickstarter, once this book becomes a physical creation, it goes out into the hands of everyone that helps support it. I do plan on pitching the idea to your Netflix and your Cartoon Network and anyone else that will listen, to hopefully bring more to it, because everyone's seen this as more than just a book or a comic book. And you can see that in the art. So first off, I want to give credit to the main artist, Bibi Reyes. This is her first undertaking doing a full-length book, comic book. She's an artist, but this is her first time doing the interior work for an entire book. And she's done amazing. Her lifelike looks of the characters, making them look like the real people in real life and stuff, it has been amazing. She's been very receptive. She's gone above in my creation. So some of the ideas that I gave her the quick concepts of each page, and she's created her vision, and it looks amazing. But then the colorist, Danny Harrell, hope I got your name right. He's from Alabama as well, which I do plan on getting him in the shop hopefully once the physical book launches, so he can be here to sign and stuff as well with the book. But Danny Harrell took, he wanted it to look and feel like a cartoon, more so like an 80s cartoon. So if you look at the style of each page, it looks like looks like they took a cartoon on TV and made a motion comic book out of it. I mean, it's amazing how it looks. I just every time I see a page, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made this, or I can't believe these people are helping me make this thing come to life. Same thing with Strings, the Izzy's Comics and Collectibles group. I can't thank them enough. They're the ones that funded my book, overwhelmingly funded my book to help it be created, and now we're on Strings 2. So Strings 3 will be coming out again this fall. So, but again, this is for Sperm Wars. It will be coming to Kickstarter next week, hopefully, is the plan, the first week of July. There's so much more planned for this than just the books. We've got 3 covers, one by the main artist, BB Reyes, and colored by Danny Harrell as well. Looks like a Where's Waldo cover. Looks like a kid's book, but it's not obviously a kid's book. This would be on a shelf. Would be kind of weird when somebody picked up. Oh wait, this isn't what I thought it was, because it looks like a Where's Waldo cover. Then we got Troy Dongara did the Sperm Wars, the Secret Wars 8 homage for Sperm Wars, cover B, and then Bryce did the Star Wars homage for my son Bryce. Bray's art did the homage to Star Wars for the cover C. There may be more covers down the road, we'll see. There are also going to be some retailer incentives, retailer exclusive opportunities. If anybody out there retailer-wise wants to get their own cover, just know that this is a graphic novel, so it will cost a little bit more to print, but I'm going to be as reasonable as ever as I can to allow it to be in your stores and you to make money as well. We've got some fun additives to this. We've got BB's on board for doing 5x7 sketches of people spermified, so if you want to add on to be spermified, get yourself drawn as a sperm, hey, we got you. We also got custom condoms being made, so custom Sperm Wars condoms being made as a stretch goal. Everyone will get if we get to a certain point in the funding, but that's down the road. That's obviously wishful thinking. We just got to get funded first. So again, very grateful for the amount of support and the reaction to this as well. The main focus now, we need people to know. We need people to get the word out. We need you to spread the love. Share it. Get people on board. I can only do so much, but I need you all to tell people and you all to get people interested as well. So share this video. Share the Facebook page. Share the Kickstarter link to be notified when it's about to start. Once it starts, start sharing that out too. The more we get funded, the more goodies you all are going to get, the more chance that somebody might pick it up when the time comes to be optioned, because they see there's enough love and support for this book already. So why not want to get involved in it even more? So this is definitely, the more you guys can do, the more grateful I am, and the more we can get done. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you all, and be on the lookout. Sperm Wars coming soon.